Hello guys, RPM Designs. This is another follow-up video on the Gigabyte drama, and yeah, I think you can call it like that. The previous problems I had with Gigabyte and their boards, their BIOS, and everything can be directly related to BIOS and everything. And the communication in Gigabyte is also very bad, but also um, my issue seems to be they take it very seriously, but now they because now you have to send their overclockers like High Cookie and some other random dude from China or Taiwan, whatever, um, over to overclock.net to undermine other people. This is the seven. This is the Z790 OR Tachyon owners thread on overclock.net. It only has 35 pages of info because nobody bought it. You know why? Because it's not a good board. If it's a good board, everybody would buy it. Okay? And overclock.net is a website forum that overclockers go to, and enthusiast overclockers, whatever. You have different threads. You can make your own thread, whatever. But this is the Gigabyte ORS thread. I had this Gigabyte board. It sucked very, very bad. As in, like, at the end, it didn't even want to boot anymore. Even after I reset it, it doesn't. It just doesn't work. And what I mean by it doesn't work is out of the box. Um, if you have an overclocker motherboard, or like I have 7200 megahertz ADI RAM, I inserted into my what was it again? The Aorus Gigabyte Aorus Z790 Elite X, I believe, Wi-Fi 7. I believe that motherboard is called. It fucking names, man. Another gigabyte. But anyway, the thing is that nothing really was very stable. And I tried so many different things, and at the end, I had enough of it. The thing is, the timings are not accurate at all out of the box. Like if you put like 7200 megahertz in the BIOS, if you reset the board, put 7200 megahertz voltage, everything accordingly, then the timings they just make no sense. They don't even honor JDEC spec, and if you don't honor JDEC spec, then what's the point? There's no way on how to do this, you know. So, but anyway, you have to trust the board. But anyway, you cannot trust the board because the BIOS is also very very buggy. When I load up the settings from another BIOS, or yeah, from another BIOS, or but also when I reset it and when I just loaded up the settings, which I saved, it doesn't work. It didn't even want to boot. There were so many problems with the board. It was fucking insane. I complained to Gigabyte about this. I got the Tachyon. Um, I mean, for 2 months I was emailing Gigabyte, and I was in a Gigabyte or Discord, and none of it was very helpful. Nothing really worked. I tried to communicate with Gigabyte. They don't want to listen. I was here. They also said Gigabyte doesn't work properly. There's a guy called Vi V2 or something. Vi. I call him Vi. He also said that yeah, Gigabyte is entirely on its own world with voltages and timings, which I concur because I see the same thing. When I restarted the PC and put training on the slowest training, the best possible training settings, it just doesn't work properly. It doesn't want to boot, and out of the blue, when it was stable for 2 weeks, out of the blue I got blue screens, crisis, games didn't want to run, whatever. And it was not the CPU because I tested the CPU. I have no issues with the CPU. It's not like, I was running 5.5 gigahertz. Okay, and I tested this in Cinebench for, I don't know, 10 minutes and then half an hour, and I tested it with other things. I never had an issue. It didn't overheat, no problems whatsoever. Okay, that's what I did. And I had two RAMs actually, two RAM kits, M-die and A-die. Now I have A-die. The M-die doesn't even want to go higher than 7,000 megahertz, which is incredibly bad. There is no way it would go higher than that. No fucking way. Then I went with A die. And A die is tighter timings, but a slightly higher frequency than the older M die. M die was the first DDR5. You know, that was just the bad M die, so to speak. Then you have A die, which tighter timings and can clock a little higher, but is more. It's harder to tune and it's harder on IMC, harder on motherboards. It's just harder to do. After that, you have 24 gigabyte M die, and that M die is a special die. It has a special PMIC, a controller, you know, and a memory controller on it, on the sticks itself, which is easier on the IMC for some reason. I don't know how it technically entirely works, but that's how it works. It's easier on IMC to achieve higher frequencies. That's all I know about that. Okay. These issues never get resolved. I didn't get any good answers from Gigabyte. I wanted to work with them several times. I said, well, if there's anything I can do to test or whatever, they give bullshit answers, and yeah, that's just not very helpful. Okay, then I bought the Z790 Lightning I from ASRock, and all these problems went away. I can even boot at 8400 megahertz only with the primary timing setting. It wasn't stable, but I could boot at it. I couldn't do basically not a lot with it, but maybe when I tinker with some more voltage, give it a lot more voltage, a lot more this, dash, I can make it stable. I think I can. I don't know if the CPU is up to it, but yeah, I think not. I don't have a really high, it's like 89 or 91. I don't know the CP score. But anyway, I don't think I don't know how reliable it is anyway. But anyway, I digress. This is in a short version the problems with Gigabyte. Different biases also, by the way. Nothing really worked. Okay. Now I have the Lightning. Everything works as intended. If I have issue, it's self-inflicted. This means that I put ridiculous values in it because I'm not a very good memory overclocker. I don't know. It's very difficult for me, and it is very difficult. That's why they have CUDIM of QDIM now. So they have a clock driver, which is more easy to tune everything. That's why you can reach speeds up to 10 gigabytes, which is ridiculous. Nobody needs that. But it's nice because they can put it on their box, especially Gigabyte has a handful of this. They put it on their box, even on the X motherboard I had and on a Tachyon. At 8800 megahertz is on. They put it on a QVL, and people think it should run it like this. It's up to. We can look. Look. Wait a minute. Let me. Z090 Elite X. Let us take a look at this. If they haven't changed it, it's still the same with the memory speed. They keep saying these ridiculous claims. Up to 8266 MTS. Onto the QVL list, shall we? Okay, let's go. This is false advertisement, actually. This is, look. It's 24 gigabyte RAM. MDI. ADI doesn't go high. It's only 8000. So it's no wonder that I cannot do that much higher. I couldn't do. Also not, I don't know how the Lightning works, but I think Lightning is a bit different. But anyway, you see it like this. This is the Hynix MDI. See? But who says that? They claim that this should work. Okay? But this doesn't work on every motherboard, on every CPU, on everything. There's no way. This is an XMP profile, by the way. There's no way this will work on every single thing. Why? Because the IMC is like, you have to have a very good IMC to do this stably every single 24/7. Okay? And these Gigabyte goons, they only test this with one program, which is Memtest Pro. And if it can pass Memtest Pro for 30 minutes, they call it stable, which is the most horrible thing ever. They post in the forums 15 minutes of stress test should be good. But yeah, this is, this is what you get presented with. This is a false claim. This is a 4-dimmer. 4-dim motherboards, they cannot do that high of a frequency. And what I mean by that is that not of course there are freaks as in like exceptionally good motherboards. The traces are here like that, that goes there. It's a daisy chained topology. This is a daisy chain. That means like you have dual channel, but it's also like you, it's like how can I explain it? Like they go to 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, so it's all daisy chained together, and there has to be like good connection slope. There, if you look at the connections, everything, it's not high end at all. You know, there is no special thing here. Like as in like a double PCB. This is an 8-layer PCB. 8-layer PCB cannot do 8266 megahertz. There is no snowball chance in hell. Okay, and the more layers of PCB, the less noise there is, the less likely you'll get a higher frequency. So, in my opinion, well, it's not my opinion, factually, this is not wrong up to. Perhaps there are people that reach this speed, but it's not likely to get there. This is a selling point. Okay, and I'm gonna explain later why this is a bad idea to post this on your motherboard page. This is just, a sellout, or like how do you call this? And to sell, like how do you call that? An sales pitch, you know. But they do it on more motherboards. It's just never ending with these guys. They keep posting false and false. Okay, let me check. Let me check actually. Motherboard Aorus. Which one we gonna look at? Their website is also just not very good. I don't like it. Socket. Intel. And it selects all the sockets. Why does it select all these fucking sockets? I don't want all these sockets, bro. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the AI board. This is the AI board this high cookie guy or whatever this guy is called uses, and this is an AI motherboard. There's a lot of AI on this shit. So AI helps with overclocking. It has a ridiculous power phase, which is good. I mean, it's good to have a good power phase. But what is the advertisement? Bionic Karzak technology. Okay. Ultimate scalability and connectivity. Very nice. How much does a board like that cost actually? I make an educated guess of 1500. Holy shit, that's one expensive board. But yeah, it has AI on it, so. But yeah, this is one. I see nothing about advertisement speed though. The hassle of overclocking, yeah, okay. Okay, where was, let us look up memory slots. 2. Ah, this was the one they're raving about, the ice. New world record, super clocked. The high cookie, see? This is what they use. So people, I mean, it's not, it's fair they put it like this, but it's like, No. But I think this is a very capable motherboard, to be honest. Because if you look, the socket is turned and the memory slots are there. And there's like a chip, which I don't know what it does, but maybe it improves the signal. But this has the potential to be a very good motherboard. Because on top, you can cool the memory sticks very well like this. It's way better than the GPU is here. So this is a very good place. I really like that. I'm not gonna lie. This is very, very nice. This is a very nice motherboard. But it has no features. It's an overclock motherboard, of course. But it almost has no features. You know? Look. How much does this motherfucker cost? It's like 900. No, I cannot even buy it here. I think. Do I? No. Can't even buy it yet here. Let's see it in the Netherlands. Or do I? Let us take a look. I don't like this ice thing, man. Let's just take a look if I can get it. Gigabyte. Oh, what the fuck? That's a weird looking board. Actually, it looks very nice. I'm not gonna lie. Memories. This one. I don't think it has the ice yet. The Aorus Tachyon. Nope. So you cannot buy it yet. Okay, so it's not buyable. But yeah, okay, I digress. The thing is that what I don't really like is that they put new world records super overclock to DDR5 12,752. Well, congratulations. New world record. Okay, they also did that on the other Tachyon. But that's only one record. Only one or two people ever bought these Tachyon boards. Okay. There's nothing on these boards. There's absolutely nothing on there. Okay, look, this, I mean, here again, these ridiculous advertisements. It's not only Gigabyte, other ones do it as well, but I don't know, it's just they thrive on people that trust them. And they cannot be trusted because when you buy such a board and you buy that CPU, you go like, oh, I can do 12, I can do this and I can that, I get very high frequencies. And then you discover their BIOS, and then you go like, oh, what the fuck? Nothing works. It doesn't work at all. You know, that's what I had. You know, so I know the frustration. This is also a horrible program. Horrible. Anyway, yeah, it's a cool board. This is very cool, but there's nothing there, man. You know, I want to know how much this board is so I can compare it to something else. ASRock. Oh, that's ASRock. Taichi Aqua. That's not really a two dimmer, but it doesn't mean that. Why can I not buy this thing? Shadows record. Yeah, okay, man. I mean, if this is an indication that things go, that my complaining really helped, which I really doubt, but I had like 2 or 3 videos on how bad these Gigabyte boards are. So in the best scenario, which is better for everyone, is that they listened and they fixed it. And if they fixed it, that's very good for everyone. That is very, very, very nice. Holy shit, that's not nice. Look at the price. So that's really nice, you know. Yeah, I don't know why can I not buy this thing, man? Maybe these guys have it. Brand Gigabyte. Jesus. I would rather buy something like this. Yeah, that looks nice. Anyway, okay, gaming. Also very high price. Oh yeah, this is another scam of them. They release this one, the Gigabyte Z890 Aorus Elite Wi-Fi 7. In a few weeks, or maybe a few months, they're gonna release the Aorus Elite X Wi-Fi 7. It's an upgraded board from this. You know, it's the same board, only they made it better. I think that's a scam. I don't really like that. I mean, I'm for like making things better, but first make this board, and then that's just horrible. Oh, that's nice. So the BIOS battery is actually accessible now. Holy shit! So they do listen. I said this multiple times, and I can prove it. Actually, I have it multiple times. I mentioned this to them that I cannot even remove the BIOS battery, which means that my board didn't boot anymore. You have to completely had to remove the caps on the back side, which is ridiculous. So they do listen to feedback. That's actually quite surprisingly good. Because sometimes when it doesn't work, you have to pull the BIOS battery. I mean, the BIOS battery is not there for no reason. Okay? Every now and then you have to, like, in order to completely reset, turn down the PC, pull the BIOS battery, hold the power button, and then everything goes well. You know? That's how it works. Because Gigabyte, unlike ASRock, Gigabyte doesn't, if you put, like, push the reset button wherever it is, it should be somewhere. And it has a LED. Oh my god. So they do listen, man. That's actually quite nice. I complained about this and that. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually very good. I like that. That's very nice. So they really listen to feedback. That's very positive. I'm not gonna lie. That's really I don't like lying, so I'm not gonna lie that if I don't like this, this is nice. I like this. This is good. Very good. So BIOS battery accessible, so if there are issues, which are very likely, you can remove it and reset it properly. There are like some reset buttons, but some reset buttons, it's not directly, it doesn't cut the power from Gigabyte boards. On my Lightning, it cuts the power and it completely resets everything, registers or whatever you want to call it. It's completely gone. Not on Gigabyte. I tried this many times on a Elite X Wi-Fi 7, I think. Yeah, that board and the Tachyon, and both of them, when I reset them, it will load up the same settings, and I got in a boot loop. So yeah, it makes it very upset. The board got very upset about something. I don't know. I still don't know what it was. It wasn't voltage. Everything worked out of the blue, got blue screen, and it never worked again. So yeah, yeah, this board is nice. It's very nice. But it's not a two-wheel board, so let's look for it. Oh shit. The masterboard, that is very expensive. I mean, these boards really look nice. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. These boards are nice. 10 gig LAN, a lot of USB ports. These boards are packed with good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I cannot get like the Tachyon ice. So yeah, that's very unfortunate. Maybe because nobody wants it, because it's not that good. Okay, it's not that good. I mean, it's a world record, and more people have to use it. But if you go like, which one was it? OCF. If you go to this one, this BIOS simply works, and yeah, it's just I like it better. Yeah, there's nothing on it. It's only for overclockers. If you go to this one, personally, the look of this one is way better. It has better features. It's just a better overall board, man. It's not only for overclocking. Well, it is for overclocking, but look how much more features you have. 10 layer PCB. You have a power connector. So 22 point. It's ridiculous overkill. Uh, yeah, good audio. Everything is better on this one. Every single thing. If you go here, Thunderbolt Professional over. Oh yeah, that's a thermocouple you can place there, which is nice. This is a whole toolkit that's there. You can, whatever you can, just works, I guess. I don't know what it is. You have deluxe. You have like 6 of these slots, so you can use it for gaming. You can use it for gaming. Man, I don't like these gaming brand names, but anyway, you can use it as like a normal motherboard with everything, and just overclock your memory and be stable and use it as a normal PC. On a Gigabyte, you can't because of obvious reasons. Yeah, the I/O has decent I/O, Wi-Fi 7. You know, look at it. It's just a better board, man, and it's way cheaper than the other one. I don't have this board, by the way. I really want it, but I don't know if it's doable for me. Yeah, this is very nice. A new era. Okay. Uh, okay, let's take a look at my board then. No, wait. ASRock 90. Where was it again? Wi-Fi, whatever. Mm. Was it I? No. Ah, fuck. I think this is the other one. Yes. I think this is the one. Man, all these fucking names. Yes, this is the one. God, why does loading take so long? So long. Yeah, this is the board I have. And what makes this board so special is that there's nothing on it. What's not on there can also not break. This board I got from overclock.net on this forum on a different thread, of course. But yeah, this board is just to them board. This is a very, very, very good overclocking motherboard, memory overclocking motherboard. There's nothing there, and which is not there cannot break. Okay, 8600 mega. This is advertised as this, and it can reach this also. There are people at the overclock.net, I will leave a link in the description below, that achieve this speed. But that means that not every board, not every CPU, not every memory stick can reach this. But it is doable because multiple people did this. There's even a special thread there on overclock.net, which I will also put a link. I mean, there's nothing there. It just works. It's a simple motherboard, as simple as can be. But simple is always best with overclocking. You don't need much with overclocking. I mean, look, and this board is cheap as hell, man, and it just works. I mean, I'm running it right now. I would like to have another motherboard, but I mean, if it works, right? Everything just works. I'm just surprised this thing works so well. I booted 8400 megahertz. How much is this? It's 260 to 80, I believe, which is a steal. Oh, here it's 270 is the cheapest. Okay, now go to G790 Tachyon. This is the Tachyon. $11,254. That's on LN2. Well, that's very questionable for DDR5, but I don't know. I would love to see the screenshots, but I don't believe that in one bit. But let's look at it. 15 phases. Let's look at what it can do. Oh, let's look at the price. I don't think you can even buy it here. Oh, it got replaced by the Tachyon X. Oh, what a surprise. See? Yeah, it's not expensive. It was expensive, but nobody bought it, so they had to lower the price because, yet again, this board is not very good. It is really not. A media market is selling motherboards. I never knew this. Yeah, he also. Yeah, so this is the Tachyon. Unlocked native, compatible, blah blah blah, yappity yap. All this nonsense. If it's really this good and everything, then it would always work. You know? It's just bullshit. It's just marketing, man. Your BIOS looks very nice, but it's not very good. Where's the CP score here, huh? Memory upgrade. Yeah, that's actually quite cool that you have these profiles. None of them work properly and none of them are very fast, but it can give you a head start. I like that. That's cool. I wish ASRock had that. My board had that. Maybe the more expensive boards have it, but I don't. But anyway, this is the Gigabyte. But look, there's almost nothing there, man. Almost nothing there. This board was 600 euros when it came out. Yeah, you have all this and blah blah blah, but yeah. No, it just it doesn't look very nice as well. Well, for an overclocking board, it's cool, I think. But no, I would not. Indeed, without CU dim, this is very, 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 very unlikely to get. Yeah, an LN2 overclock, but why? Why putting it here? Yeah, I had enough of Gigabyte. Let's talk about this guy. Okay, this is the main reason. Uh, yeah, it's kind of a long story, but it's really not. But due to the issues, and then this guy is like, um, yeah, they send their high cookie here. This is high cookie, and high cookie is this guy. This record breaking. So this guy, High Cookie, he's high on whatever they take there. This guy is right here. There's the record. He gets this, and then they are going to put it on their motherboard as a selling point, which is not entirely false, but it's misadvertisement. And I'm really not a fan of that. Again, I don't really like that. But yeah, this is a different memory, but maybe this is very good memory. I don't know. But yeah, the problem is if your CPU, especially, oh, this is the different. This is with CUDIM, QDIM, whatever, and this is with a 285K processor. So yeah, they have a notoriously much better clock driver. They overclock much better. You know, the IMC, everything is much better. Okay, so this is High Cookie. He's an engineer. He has plenty enough of stuff like memory, CPU, so he can cherry pick everything to get this world record and then place it onto the motherboard and go, oh yeah, this is a world record motherboard. No, it's only one sample that can do it. In my opinion, you can put this on the motherboard thing, on the motherboard website, as an advertisement if you have like 5 of these motherboards can reach it. 5 out of whatever, you know, or like 1 each 5 or something, or 2 each 5. If you can do it like that, 1 out of 5 of these boards can reach this one, then you can put it there. But I will bet none of them can do that. And nobody's gonna run that because this is utterly useless because nobody is running liquid nitrogen LN2 24/7. So it's useless. This is good for research and everything on what the board can handle, but this is not a realistic scenario. This is maximum world record overclocking, which is a completely different sport than being 24/7 stable and use it as something else. You know? So, yeah. And to achieve higher memory speeds, you do need a 2-DIMM board because, yet again, CUDIMM or QDIMM still not very. I mean, QDIMM is better, they say. I have no first-hand experience with it yet, so I don't know. But yeah, it's wildly different. And the CPUs are way better. Okay, that's about this. That guy is posting here, trying to save their face on Gigabyte. Okay. Placing with weaker A channel, B channel, whatever. It makes no sense. I only have A channels because it's an A topology motherboard, which means it's better for A die. Okay. That's how it works. It's not very difficult. Yeah, I ignored the other guy. He was very annoying about a lot of stuff. Oh, here are some screenshots. But yeah, most of them are all in Chinese, man. It's just I cannot read it, but yeah, I don't know what to do with this shit. I cannot read this. I'm not Chinese or Korean, whatever this guy is. He's a world record overclocker, but nobody cares about that. It's not even that fast. This is 8400, 132, and then latency is low, but like this, like really, a bit low, man. You should see like way more, like in the 120s at least. Here, I get a copy. I get more at my 7600 megahertz setting. I get 113, 113. So. See, so they keep posting like I wouldn't say real fake, but misleading information, like this. Like, okay, oh yeah, oh hi Cookie, oh the first one, Tachyon OCF Apex, okay. So the Tachyon is better than the OCF and Apex. Okay. There's only one. See? There's only one. 2 OCF and 2 Apex. What is with these guys, man? Like seriously. What an idiot. There were so many of these Apexes that could do run 84 8600 megahertz on the forum, you know, and there's only one that's high cookie. There's only one that can achieve it. That's why he's so angry, because they have to defend. They have to defend their brand. And I get that, and I'm totally for that, but not with this fake info. Here again. Proof. That's their proof. That's their thing. I mean, yeah, of course, I would be also upset if I would attack, if somebody would attack my, uh, better with, or, you know, but this makes no sense. You know, this, this guy, why is he here? He's clearly here to troll and to simply posting information that's not very reliable. As in, like, there's only one motherboard that can do it. So then the entire Gigabyte is good? No, it's not. That's no proof. You know? It's just crazy. Yeah, this guy's nice. I know him for quite some time. But like, you know, I just post my information on here and what happened. And of course, if you do something wrong and the board doesn't post because you put like me or you, like the royal we, you know, you, I mean, the royal you is like me and everybody else that uses the board is putting a ridiculous value, then it doesn't post. It's of course it's your fault. But if I try to reset it, yeah, multiple times and it still doesn't work, then who's at fault here? It's not my fault. And it happens on 2 GB boards, and it never happened on an ASRock. So riddle me that. You know, that's it. That's it. Their BIOS is buggier than holy hell. Most of the settings don't work properly. The memory training doesn't work properly. It doesn't recognize the memory training at all. Sometimes it's from cold boots, and I have memory training at off. Man, I tried so many things. It just doesn't work properly. And of course, there's more factors in it, but no, I cannot work with Gigabyte anymore. I had it on an AMD. I had the same issue, man. USB dropouts I had other issues, like nothing on the CPU side didn't work. After that, I was watching some YouTube chat about this, and they all claim to have the same issue on Gigabyte motherboard. So that's why I also, you know, but I gave them 4 chances on getting better. But it's the same shit. It's the same shit with Asus. Asus also. Asus is, I don't know. Lately, what I hear from it, I'm not a fan of Asus at all. It's ASRock, and I'm not a fanboy. I don't get paid by ASRock or whoever. I wish, because if I would be paid by them, I wouldn't have only have the Lightning, would I? The most cheap board, you know. So, but yeah, there are some sense people here that try to like, you know, yeah. But yeah, this is just what they do, you know. If you attack them and yeah, you hurt their feelings, they just send their overclocker and they just try to undermine you and blah blah blah. You know, it's just not a good way. And I'm happy I recorded this now before they delete this, because I think it will get deleted. Yeah, I don't even know if this is high cookie or not. I think he is high cookie, but this is just stupid. This is you should never do this. Like as an overclocker, like a world overclocker, and he has many records. I did some research on this guy. He has many records. He's a good overclocker. I mean, I never said it wasn't good. What I meant was is that for 24/7 stability, Gigabyte is not very good. It's it. It just doesn't work. Okay, that's about it. So, well, guys, that's it for now. I'm yeah, a bit tired. So this yeah, just be warned, man. This these guys are everywhere, like these trolls and this. Don't buy, everything you see. Uh, don't buy anything I say, everything I say even. I mean, go look for yourself if you think that's how research works. Don't go by one source, go multiple sources, and you will discover that Gigabyte is not a very good brand. I mean, there were like so many issues with them, and also with Asus ROG. I mean, I have Armory Crate. It still sucks. It still sucks, man. I still get messages every week, 2 or 3 messages on my YouTube channel on the video of Armory Crate spreads like a cancer through your system. I keep getting messages there. It's incredible. It's viewed like 30k on a small YouTube channel like me. It's staggering. Um, yeah, this is what they do. I mean, I go for honesty. I never claim to be like master overclocker. I don't know much about DDR5 overclocking at all, to be perfectly honest. I never claimed to be, but I do know when I see bullshit, and I have a very good bullshit meter, and what these guys claim is bullshit. I'm not saying that it is impossible. I mean, the records here speak for themselves, but they have no life next to this. This is their life, and they attacked it. That's why they're mad, which is stupid because come on, they should know better than that. They definitely should know better than that. But yeah, everybody is an idiot. Yeah, you know that doesn't use Gigabyte. But yeah, this is just not the way to go, man. This is not the way to go. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.